A look into 2 established promotions as well as one on the way. That's tonight on the eFed Watcher. Hello everyone, my name is Ticket, and this is the eFed Watcher. Thank you to my new followers, over 150, following me back and counting, and I hope I'm still entertaining to those who watched my first season of shows. For those who are new though, welcome, and know that you are all my friends. Now, on to the stories. First, we'll take a closer look at a federation that prides itself on unity, creativity, and a shared love of professional wrestling. Pro Wrestling Collective. PWC stands out as a truly welcoming home for wrestlers from all corners of the internet wrestling world. Many of their competitors come from feds that have since closed their doors. But the talent, passion, and stories live on here. New members are welcomed through simple, direct message submissions of their universal bios. Laid back, supportive, and adaptable, PWC makes room for busy lives without sacrificing the excitement fans tune in for. PWC isn't an island. This collective really is a collective. They maintain strong relationships with TWA Wrestling, Eternia Pro Wrestling, Infect Pro Wrestling, and MWA, creating a shared network where talent moves, grows, and thrives across multiple promotions. It's a multiverse of wrestling creativity, and PWC is right at the center. And speaking of centers, their talent isn't limited to the ring. Next Sunday, PWC takes a major leap forward with the launch of their brand new streaming platform, the Ember Stream app. This service will become the home for PWC programming, featuring not just shows, but TV series, movies, podcasts, and creative projects from their own roster of performers. Wrestlers aren't just athletes there, they're storytellers, producers, and multi-platform creators. Fans won't have to wait long for big action. The very next Sunday after the Ember Stream launch, PWC rolls into Natural Selection, their yearly pay-per-view event where rivalries intensify, careers change course, and every competitor proves why they belong in the collective. If you're looking for a promotion built on heart, collaboration, and community, this one belongs on your radar. If you're the kind of viewer who enjoys calm, orderly programming, you may want to hold on to something, because One Wrestle Movement is pure whiplash entertainment. Their shows are built on the foundation that anything can happen at any given moment. Classic wrestling matches? Check. Technical showcases? Absolutely. 1WM thrives on chaos, spectacle, and an ever-present sense that the next segment could completely change the entire landscape, every episode being a potential roller coaster with the brakes removed. But what's it like for new talent entering this wild arena? Surprisingly inviting. Behind the scenes, 1WM offers a welcoming, out-of-character environment where opportunities can appear out of nowhere. One moment you're introducing yourself, the next moment you're in a title match or even thrown into a long-term feud. It's unpredictable, but in the best way. 1WM encourages every competitor to show the world who their character is and find their place in this fierce, collaborative ecosystem. Out of character, most of the roster is active on Twixer, keeping the energy flowing. There's an OOC group chat where everyone talks, jokes around, and supports each other. Once you're in, you're part of the movement and the family. Their roster is diverse high flyers, technicians, brawlers, and powerhouses. Beloved heroes and villains fans love to hate. New members arrive regularly, creating a blend of homegrown talent and fresh faces. Every show feels like a crossroads with someone rising, someone falling, or someone shocking the world. Speaking of shocks, let's talk about the most recent legendary show. In a massive 5-way collision for the 1WM World Heavyweight Championship, history was made. After nearly 3 years as champion, ya girl Q was finally dethroned. Your new 1WM World Heavyweight Champion is the Hellraiser Raze, now standing atop a roster stacked with powerhouse names like the Australian war goddess Bia, Douglas Crane, the blonde bombshell Savannah Keller, the queen of strong style Amber Payne, the villain Jace Parker Davidson, and the Doom Train Andrew Reigns. If you're looking for a fed where every show hits you with adrenaline, where the community is just as vibrant as the competition, and where anything from a shocking title change to a meat hook match is fair game, 1WM is the place for you. Next, I have a powerful announcement that isn't just a wrestling update. It's a life update, a story about survival, identity, and the strength to rebuild. And it comes straight from one of the most enduring and respected names in professional wrestling, Unbreakable Stacey Jones. Stacey Jones has officially announced the upcoming release of her autobiography, Unbreakable: The Stacey Jones Story, hitting shelves on December 1st. This book isn't just a highlight reel. It's a deep dive into the moments that shaped her into the woman and the competitor the world knows today. The autobiography traces her early life growing up in an adopted family in New York, a time filled with hardship and crossroads. At one point, her path nearly led her into a life of selling drugs, an entirely different future from the one she ultimately claimed. But fate, as it often does, intervened. Wrestling entered her world, and the spark was immediate. She fell in love with the sport, the craft, the community, and it changed everything. From there, Stacey's journey takes readers through her storied in-ring career, one filled with triumphs, heartbreaks, and defining moments. But the book doesn't shy away from the most personal battles either. Stacey opens up about how her autism diagnosis shaped her experiences both in and out of the ring, and she confronts the realities of living with depression, including the periods where she turned to drugs and alcohol. These struggles nearly cost her everything: her family, her job, her sense of self. But this is a story titled Unbreakable for a reason. Stacey's autobiography chronicles not just the downfall, but the rebuilding. How she fought her way back, reclaimed her life, restored the relationships she nearly lost, and re-emerged stronger, physically, emotionally, and professionally. It's a testament to resilience and the relentless belief that no matter how far one falls, the climb back up is always possible. For longtime fans, newcomers, and anyone who appreciates stories of real strength, this is absolutely one autobiography to get your hands on. For our final story, Craig Barton posted on Friday an official announcement that All Star Women's Wrestling, an all-women's wrestling promotion, will be taking applications soon. The Fed account itself stated applications would open up on Monday, and that the first 8 women to sign will be placed in the World Championship Tournament. There were also staffing announcements made, and the most notable is that the well-decorated former wrestler, Katie Anderson, will be serving as the promotion's general manager. The coloration and the name itself lead me to believe this to be a spiritual successor to the Great Ladies All-Star Wrestling, but that's just my own speculation without any supporting evidence. Regardless, I expect to see great things from this Fed, and I can't wait to see how the roster shapes up. Well, that's it for this episode. Remember that you can always send direct messages to me or link me to posts on Twixer whenever you see a story you'd like me to cover on the show. I want to give thanks to those who have contributed so far: Alexis Lemon, Griffin Hawkins, PWC, Madison Carter, Summer Paige Barton, the only good Paige sister, and Unbreakable Stacey Jones. You've all helped give this show a strong start, and I value you greatly. I also value all of you watching right now. Without your views, comments, and sharing, this show would be broadcasting to dead air or maybe 1 or 2 people. Okay, let me stop getting all mushy and non-robotic. So until next time, you can call me Ticket, and I will call you my friends.